this next one on politicalization is just delicious. It is so good because it's just how I feel, just put into words.
Do you believe COVID-19 was politicized?
Yeah, the whole process was politicized. Senator, I mean, we were lied to about everything. We were lied to about natural immunity. We were lied to about, we were told again and again the vaccines would prevent transmission, they prevent infection. It wasn't true. They knew it from the start it wasn't true because that's what the animal studies and the clinical trials showed. We were told that there was science behind cloth masks. The CDC allowed the teachers union to write the order closing our schools, which hurt working people all over the country, and then pretend it was science-based. All of these issues, and then I can show you, like, for example, Chairman Wyden was talking about me politicizing ACIP, but during COVID, probably the most famous scientist on ACIP was Martin Kulldorff from Harvard, the great, world-renowned epidemiologist and vaccinologist. And he criticized the COVID booster mandates. They ejected him from COVID because he wasn't in the orthodoxy. The two biggest health officials at FDA during COVID, Dr. Gruber and Dr. Krause, criticized the Biden mandates, vaccine mandate. President Biden said in August, I would never take that vaccine, the Trump vaccine. And he came in, he mandated it, and then he fired the two top health officials at FDA who said, hey, this thing has not been properly tested. So the whole process was politicized, and even today.
I'm 15.
Do you remember the top two FDA officials being fired under Biden?
I don't
either, mainstream media. That seems like it would be an important thing to note, especially after Biden's flip from that's a Trump vaccine to that. Like, it is such a failure of the mainstream media to hold Biden to any account whatsoever for 4 years. That is one of the biggest travesties of this, to just gloss right over that. And to have the chutzpah to make a big deal of RFK firing some people at CDC at this point, after not covering that.
Credibility lost.
Take a hike.
If they had any before that.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
No wonder. Wonder no one believes the mainstream press at this point.
Oh, no.
You can't articulate with enough fervor just how absurd the low confidence is in this stuff, and yet they continue as if that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
As if people just are like, oh, I mean, we're CNN, we're just covering the news selectively,
we're covering the news we want to cover the way we want to cover it.
Yeah.
Not what you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially leading into all the mandates. Like, think about it, put yourself back there. Biden comes into office. It's the Trump vaccine. Then the two FDA officials are fired. The two top FDA officials are fired. And he does mention, he said left COVID. He meant left the CDC. But, all of those things, you're looking at it and you're remembering that moment and you're like, I am reliant on people to tell me what's going on. They're telling me I have to do this to go back to work or for my kid to go to school or all this stuff. And the only people look to are the press. And what's the press saying? They're not covering the fact that he just fired the lead people the only people who were objecting to the COVID booster shots.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And speaking to the point about not being properly tested, how can it be properly tested if you unblind the study, if you vaccinate the control group before the study's complete?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, absolutely.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, the long-term safety data wasn't supposed to come in until like 2026, 7. Well, I take that back. It was like vaccine came out in 21. It was supposed to be like 3 years, right? So I guess it would have been 2024. There was no way that they could, in good conscience, leave these people unprotected from COVID. So they vaccinated the control groups and completely destroyed any possible results that they could get from it. It's insane.
It's like the opposite of science. It's like the opposite. You gotta have a control group.
Yeah, but you gotta trust it.
You gotta trust it.
You gotta trust it.
Well, they're not doing that. They're doing religion. They're doing something else.
They're doing religion. Exactly right.